Hello and welcome to the Red Phone Zone. I am Ethan, one of your nefarious hosts, and I have returned to you with a Confessions of a Movie Snob. Now, today on Confessions of a Movie Snob, I'm returning to you after a very long hiatus through season 2 of the show. But today I am going to bring you a review of Battle Los Angeles. I just got back from seeing it at the AMC theaters here, one of the AMC theaters here in Kansas City. So stay tuned. As I said, I'm just back from seeing Battle Los Angeles at the AMC theaters here in Kansas City. Now, the movie was released by Columbia Pictures and has grossed an estimated $35 million in the last during its opening weekend. It opened on March 13th. The film stars Michelle Rodriguez, Aaron Eckhart, and others, including Ramon Rodriguez, Neo, and others. It's quite an interesting film. It's directed by Jonathan Liebesman. Now, Jonathan Liebesman is one of those directors that hasn't really done a lot. Looking into what he has done, I find that what he has done is the great classic Darkness Falls. So yeah. He is also attached to be directing the sequel to Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, which is supposed to start filming soon. The director is by far one of those directors who hasn't done a whole heck of a lot of note. First and foremost, what I want to say about this movie is that if you go to a movie expecting something like Independence Day, you're going to be disappointed. The best way to sort of describe this film is to say it's Black Hawk Down meets Independence Day, for lack of a better comparison. What it feels more like is a war movie that happens to have aliens in it as well. Now, instead of having the big action stars that show up and start hosing the hell out of things. What I really sort of watched this movie, and it emotes like the TV series The Unit, or like I said, Black Hawk Down, or even Saving Private Ryan to an extent. It's a good film. It's very much shot in a documentary style where you have a lot of shaky cameras, a lot of used news footage, that sort of thing, and it's very much reminds me of sort of the filming you'd see in something like Hurt Locker. But it's quite good. I actually enjoyed it. Is it a movie I would rush out and recommend people, love and buy and tout as the best film of the year? No, there's a reason it came out in March. I mean, it's not one of those that's best movie ever. But you know what? It's a good Saturday night movie. I think it has a bit more of a brain to it than, say, most of the other movies out as far as like I don't know, Skyline or anything like that. But what I did notice in the movie is it does have a few issues here and there. The aliens in it are very well done. What I liked about the aliens is that they don't really explain them too much. They're there. They don't go too much into their biology. They don't explain why they're so much as to why they're there. You get an idea as to why they're there later. And where the director, the writers, and the filmmakers could sort of beat you over the head with the stick that they use in the stick in the movie is that essentially these aliens are coming to Earth in order to take our water, and because this water is their fuel, and that's a cat. Now, when they arrive, it's all pretty much we get like 24 hours notice as far as there's these meteors coming to Earth. They hit the atmosphere, and that's when we start figuring out, wait, these things are slowing down, this is kind of strange, and then all hell breaks loose. Of course, I can't help but think that us here in Kansas City would be relatively safe as there's hardly any water around. That being said, we'd be wiped out eventually, but that being said, they don't especially right now with what's going on in Libya and Iraq and in Afghanistan, you don't get sort of beat over the head with the, oh, well, this is what we've been doing to other countries, so now some bigger, nastier fish in the pond is coming here and doing it to us because they want our oil. I mean, water. Where the film could really, really beat you over the head with that and make a big political statement and do all that, it doesn't. It aims to entertain, which is what it does. It's a good film. I really enjoyed it. Aaron Eckhart does a great job. Michelle Rodriguez is always fun to watch. She's always very much reminds me of Vasquez from Aliens. But it's a smart military movie where it shows the military actually being good guys and doing their job. There's no BS in there as far as the higher ups don't know what's going on down in the lower ranks. It really sort of reminds me more of a movie like Platoon, something like that. Where you have this close-knit band of commandos that are Marines in the film that go in and they just do their job. They're not supermen. They don't run around and fire rocket launchers with one hand and kill aliens and punch them out and say welcome to Earth. That's not this type of movie. What type of movie this is really just go into it with an idea that it's a war movie, because that's what it is. It's a war movie. You're only seeing a little snippet of the war. By the end of the movie, the war isn't over. There's hope that they will be able to maybe fight these things. That's the other thing that I really enjoyed, is that the aliens weren't completely overpowering in their technology. They had advanced technology, yes, but it was all sort of what you would consider what we would be able to attain, or what we would have once we got to spacefaring, to be spacefaring. Like automated drones, that sort of thing, and exoskeleton suits and stuff like that. There's real military technology that is being utilized today. It's just ramped up with a lot more development time behind it. There is also a section in the film where one of them, very quickly, one of the soldiers surmises maybe that, well, these guys are aliens, yes, but those guys are probably just Marines, or men, women, children like us that have been drawn into this service. And so they sort of touch on that a bit, but then they don't get too preachy about it. And there's this, oh well, maybe they have feelings too. It's like, no, they're the enemy, and there's no real attempt to humanize the enemy. The enemy comes in and they are invading, and we have to fight off the invasion. There's no overarching moral plot going on or anything like that. It's just Marines doing their job, and I really enjoyed it. Quite good. Go check it out.